off again today with shootings. Police are investigating a shooting basically right at Unruh and Torresdale Avenue.
And Steve Healy is joining us with more details on this one.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, a lot more shootings in prime time again, and it is bone-chilling cold, but that is not stopping the bone-chilling killers from continuing to shoot and kill. And we now are well over 30 murders already, just 18 days into the year. Here's the latest primetime scene, just past 10. And notice one of the nicest cars, as one cop said, that car is probably worth more than every house in the neighborhood. And this is a 2-block wide scene across busy Torresdale Avenue along Unruh. And this Gran Turismo Maserati sports coupe, so new it's got the temporary tags, and yet even though it's got a Maryland temporary registration and a vehicle identification number, Philly cops cannot figure out who owns the now bullet-riddled car. They also can't figure out who owns the bullet-fired gun that was on the other side of the Maserati, one of 3 or at least 4 guns used in this shootout. And perhaps the Maserati owner is one of the people in the hospital. One cannot cooperate because they're not expected to survive, shot in the head. The other one showed up at Frankfurt Hospital and will not tell police where he was shot at, even though it's walkable from this scene with more than 50 shots fired on the ground. When they asked him where he was shot at, he said 100 miles away. And the detective says, no, really, where were you shot at? He goes, I said 100 miles away.
While investigating the scene, we were notified that Frankfurt Hospital on Frankfurt Avenue had a 27-year-old shooting victim dropped off by a private auto. That 27-year-old victim is shot in the head. He's extremely critical at this time, unconscious. Our real-time crime cameras did record the shooters firing shots. It appears they were shooting eastbound on Unruh towards Torresdale. We did find one parked unattended vehicle in the 4600 block of Unruh that was struck by gunfire, and we found another parked unattended vehicle in the 4700 block of Unruh across Torresdale Avenue that was also struck by gunfire.
So 2 other people were dropped off by somebody who sped away from Einstein's emergency room after dropping 2 unconscious, badly bleeding, badly wounded people shot in the torso that may likely also be from this scene. So who knows how many people were involved if you had 4 shot. And before this, they had another murder right where we covered a gas leak recently at the Ogons Plaza. And despite 5 workers in a corner convenience store called Almonte Mini Market and like 6 customers in this small store with 2 aisles you see on the surveillance, this guy just goes in there and shoots one of the customers 14 times despite all those witnesses and all the cameras, doesn't even care, and then casually walks out right around dinner time last night. So cold weather, cold-blooded killers, both right now in Philadelphia, no matter where you are.
Isn't that something? I think over 100 people have been shot in this city in 18 days. And like you said, 30 dead.